Hi my dear children, welcome to your favorite English hour. In this hour, we are going to continue learning the poem Awareness About Our Environment. Awareness about our environment. In the last class, we have discussed about the first two stanzas of this poem. Am I right children? It was interesting, right? We got to know about our environment because of the poet. Poet has told about our environment to us itself, to us ourselves. Am I right children? In the first two stanzas we learned about one is people polluting the land, and the second stanza is about people polluting the water as well as our food. Am I right children? Second stanza is what? It is about industries dumping oil crude into the oceans. Am I right children? Industries dumping crude oil into the ocean, that in turn is poisoning our food, that is fishes. Fishes die because of that. In the first stanza, people are throwing garbages as well as trash in the grass itself, in the land itself, not in the dustbins or garbage bins. Okay. This now is the time to recall the poem. First two stanzas: broken bottles and charred pieces of glass. Broken bottles and charred pieces of glass, boarded up newspaper tossed on the glass, pouring of concrete and tearing out trees. Pouring of concrete and tearing out trees. This is the environment that surrounds us. This is the environment that surrounds us. Coming to the second stanza is about food as well as water. Poisons and insecticides sprayed on our food. Poisons and insecticides sprayed on our food. Oceans filling with thick oil crude. Oceans filling with thick oil crude. All sea life destined to slow awful doom. All sea life creatures destined to slow awful doom. Is this the food we are to consume? These are the things we are to consume. That is a poet. Poet, if you notice, poet has always ended the stanza with question mark. Am I right children? Because we have to ask the question to ourselves as well as to the public. That is why our poet also asked to us, to the public, to be aware. This question was raised to make us aware of our environment. Coming to the third stanza, here also it is about awareness, to know something about our environment. What we are going to know? Shall we go to the third stanza, children? Third stanza. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. Airlines exhausting caustic gases from fuels. Airlines exhausting caustic gases from fuels. Weapons of destruction tested at desolate lands. Weapons of destruction tested at desolate land sites. And this is the air that's to sustain life. And this is the air that's to sustain life. Here also our poet has ended with question mark. Let's see the last line first. This is the air that's to sustain life. What is the meaning of sustain? Sustain means to maintain for a long time, very long time. Now, she is asking, this is the air that's to maintain life. Now we are living. All the living organism around us are living, having food and living. Am I right? But when poisons, when harmful substances enter into our organisms, living creatures will get disturbed. Their lives will get disturbed. Some may die due to poisons, some may get paralyzed due to poison, some may get blinded. Like, many things can happen due to poisons. Am I right, children? So our air must be our air, because we need air. We need air to live. Am I right, children? We need to breathe air. We need to breathe air every time. Unconsciously, we are doing that. We are breathing. Am I right? We are breathing continuously. So the air, we cannot separate from non-poisonous and poisonous. They will mix together when they are released into the environment around us. They mix. We cannot separate them when they already entered into the environment. So these poisons, when they enter into the environment and we walk into the environment, what will happen? What happens? The poisons enter into our lungs. Lungs is the organ inside us which makes to take oxygen from the air inside the body. We would have learned oxygen is needed for living. From where we are extracting the oxygen? We are taking the oxygen from the air around us. This air around us has lot of oxygen and we take oxygen from the air. And what and all we take? If any harmful substances like poisons are there, that also will come into us through lungs. See, in the first, while we were discussing the first stanza, we are discussing about the current scenario of spread of the pandemic COVID-19. Am I right? This COVID-19 is a fever as well as is a disease for the lungs. This virus, what it affects our lungs so that we cannot breathe. We discussed about this coronavirus being spread in the air. I told this air gets polluted by many things. I told whenever a harmful substance enter into a pure substance, the pure substance become polluted. That is the meaning of pollution. Pollution means getting affected by harmful substance or getting mixed or getting a portion of a harmful substances mixed along to the pure substances. That is called a pollution. Simply, harmful substances are entering into the system, makes the system polluted. It's simple. This air will enter into the lungs. These are the humans. Air is surrounding the human. We are surrounded by air. Everywhere we turn around, we can see only air. Am I right, children? So the air around us, using the nose, you have to believe me, this is nose. This air around us, using our nose, enters into the lungs, and the lungs uses the air to extract oxygen and to live. When this air is polluted by harmful substance, when this air is polluted by harmful substance, what will happen? This air will enter into the human's bodies and they will poison this human living happily. We humans live happily, and when harmful substance enter the body, we get lot of diseases. We get lot of pains, diseases. Am I right, children? Then that also can lead to death. When all the humans die, what will happen? Humanity will be destroyed. Am I right? Little amount of poison is there in this place. When every place started poisoning the air around them, then what will happen to the human population? Everyone will inhale the poison and everyone will die. Is this what we needed? We need our humanity to live as long as it has survived. Am I right? Humanity has been surviving from very long ages, and we are the one to destroy it? No, we should not be the one to destroy it, but we should make it better. Am I right, sir? We should make it better. Okay, we'll understand the first three lines of the poem. Children, I told you that this line, people are sending out harmful substance into the environment. In this line, our poet has asked, we have like this is the air that's to sustain life, means this is the air that to maintain life, because she gets hungry because she saw people destroying our air around us. How? Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. Our first line in the third stanza. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. What is the meaning? Mills means what? Mills means what? They take unrefined material. That means they take ores from the earth, they take rocks and they extract some minerals from the rocks, and they take the, I told no, crude oil. They take the crude oil from the underground and they take whatever they want, like petrol, diesel from the crude, and the wastage is thrown into the ocean. Similarly, that mills, while processing the ores as well as the raw materials, what is the meaning of processing? While making the finished product, the processing, during the process, what and all chemicals are added and what and all reaction takes place. That is called processing. In these industries and mills, you know, in your neighborhood or surroundings, or if you go to any rural area, while going to the rural area, you would find lot of factories, mills, industries, cotton mills, sugar mills. These kind of mills you can see. Those mills will have a huge pipe kind of structure. Have you noticed a cylindrical structure? A huge, large cylindrical structure will be there for most of the mills, and we call them exhaust. Am I right, children? And we call them as exhaust. Those structures. What those structures do? If you see the mills, they will have a huge tall structures. What those structures will do, we observe. When we observe, we can find that those from the top of that tall cylindrical structures, the pipes, we call them exhaust. What comes out of that? Lot of gases will come out of it. Lot of smokes will come out of it. Have you noticed, children, smokes coming out of the industries and mills? Have you seen any iron mill? If you go to Salem or Salem steel plant, you can find from the exhaust you can find yellow fumes coming out. That is, the color of the smoke coming out will be yellow in color, and since that gas is very, very harmful, it is called fume. F-U-N-E. F-U-N-E. Yes, it's a plural form. F-U-N-E. Fume means smoke or gas or something which is similar, that smells stingy, as well as you might notice if you are living near a distillation mill or a sugar mill. If they have distillation unit, you can have a huge stingy smell. Stingy smell means very, very harsh smell you can find when you move into the area where the mill is located. That is called stingy. These fumes coming, that means the yellow color gas coming out of the steel plant. Mills pumping out iron means, iron is also called steel. Mills pumping out iron means that mills are producing iron. Pumping out means producing, simply. Mills pumping out iron, while doing that they release expelling yellow fumes. Expelling means to throw out or course, you might find there those those gases are thrown out from that pipe. Am I right, children? That throwing out of gas is called expelling. Throwing out of something means expelling something. Yellow fumes. We understood what is fumes. Fumes is a very dangerous. Whatever is they are releasing, that is very dangerous to our health. If we inhale, we will die. That kind of toxic substance, this yellow fumes are coming from the iron industries and mills. And what will be the color of the gas coming out of those exhausts? It will be yellow in color. Airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels. Coming to the second line, in the first line, you understood, children, mills pumping out iron. Expelling means throwing out. These mills will throw out yellow gases. We are understanding what and all is affecting our environment. We are understanding what and all is affecting our endangering our environment, endangering our air around us. What and all is making dangerous to making danger to our gases? First of all, these mills, all these mills, not all these mills, especially these iron mills, what they do, they release this yellow color gas outside while manufacturing iron or steel. They are releasing this yellow gas into the air. That yellow color fumes will come and mix with the air, and when we inhale, our lungs will get spoiled. That is what we understood. So now you understood how they are making the air around us harmful by polluting it, by sending out these yellow fumes. Moving on to the second line, airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels. Airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels. See, this is a plane. Have you seen planes moving, jets moving? They will send out a large white smoke. Have you noticed? Yes. That smoke is called that smoke consists of these caustic gases. What is into caustic gases? Very dangerous, harmful gases. Caustic gases are very harmful and dangerous to our health. And these planes, because they are flying in the higher region, higher elevation, they are releasing such harmful gases into our environment itself. Our environment itself, they are sending out these very harmful gases. This lot of planes are traveling per second. Am I right, children? Many airplanes are flying over us right now. But what they are doing to the earth? They are releasing poison into the earth. Why? Because caustic gases from the fuels. Fuel means what? Fuel means what? We are driving bike. Bike needs petrol. Petrol is a fuel. Something which is used for as an energy source. That is called fuel. So caustic gases from the fuels. See, these aeroplanes need higher efficient fuels to fly at high speeds and to maintain large weight. Am I right, children? So fuels must be efficient. Since these people are wanting highly standardized fuels, they are not looking for how harmful these fuels will become when they are burned. When they are burned, petrol is burned to accelerate the vehicle, right? Similarly, these fuels are burnt inside the flights as well as aeroplanes, and while combustion, that is called combustion, while doing that, they send out harmful gases from the planes to the air behind it. That air will mix with the air and again result with that Again result with the air pollution. Understood, children? Whenever a harmful substance is released into the air gets polluted. Air pollution is a very dangerous problem, very serious problem. That air pollution can cause humans as well as animals, which inhaling the air resulting in death or else other diseases. So air pollution is a very serious problem. This air pollution is caused by this mills pumping out iron, that is mills producing iron, and aeroplanes which still using the fuels which emit toxic gas. Emit is nothing but again like expel means they are using force to throw out. Here that naturally comes out. Understood? When we raise the bike, when we raise the acceleration of the bike, the smoke comes out, right? That is how emitting means to come out from certain place. Weapons of destruction tested at desolate lands. See, the mills pumping out, producing iron, also polluting air, and aeroplanes also polluting our air. These pollutions all result into the destruction of humanity as well as animals. Weapon, third line also is also describes something which is going to harm our environment. What we'll see. Weapons of destruction. Weapons means what? The tools which you use for attack. Tools which are used for attack. Destruction means what? That attack is a huge level of can destroy a huge amount of space. Correct? Weapons of destruction tested. So they are going to test a weapon which can destroy massively. Now you can remember what kind of weapons we are talking about. Now can you understand what kind of weapons we are talking about in this third line? Yeah, weapons like atomic bomb, nuclear bomb, hydrogen bomb. These kind of very radioactive bombs, what they do, when they are blasted, they send out huge harmful effects around that place where they were used. They send out a long-term effect as well. Long-term effect, like if you throw blasting bomb right now, and after 2 days someone comes, he won't be affected with the blast. Am I right, children? But some bombs like atomic bombs, they have a long-term effect on the place where they were used. Like Hiroshima, Nagasaki was bombarded with atomic bombs. When those bombs fell on that place, they send out radioactive waves. That means they are harmful waves around them. For a long period of time, this radioactive wave will be present there. Radioactivity will be present there, and that will create a dangerous environment to the place. So you understood how dangerous is the use of atomic bombs, and how many lives were lost when they were first used. Do you remember? Lakhs and lakhs of people died just in an instant when the atomic bomb was used. And for a long time in that place also, people were born with irregularities. People will be born with one leg, one hand, more than many fingers, like that. So these kind of long-term effects makes the place even more dangerous. That is like making our own health hostile to our own cells. Making our own health hostile to our own cells. So these are, I'll read out this line. Weapons of destruction tested at desolate sites. So if you want to test that kind of dangerous weapons, you have to not throw it in cities like this. We have to use them very far away from the public or human or animals. Am I right, children? So they tested isolated or barren land. See, this is an atomic missile or any missile. This can cause very huge destruction. This missile, where they will test in a barren land like desert. Like that type of place they will test. And what that place will become? That place, that animals will get affected, right? So that air also will become polluted, right? So this also is a cause for air pollution. And even though they tested isolated places, those isolated places will become inhabitable. That is why this is causing pollution. Whatever is causing pollution, we must avoid it. That is what we have to understand by asking the question. This is the air that's to sustain life. That's the end of the third stanza. We'll move on to the fourth stanza. Broken bottles and charred pieces of glass, wadded up newspapers tossed on the grass, pouring of concrete and tearing of trees. This is the environment that surrounds us. Poisons and insecticides sprayed on our food. Oceans filling with thick oil crude. All sea life destined to slow awful doom. These are the things we are to consume. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. Airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels. Airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels. Weapons of destruction tested at desolate sites. Weapons of destruction tested at desolate sites. This is the air that's to sustain life. This is the air that's to sustain life. As for now, we have seen three wonderful stanzas from the poem Awareness About Our Environment. In the first three stanzas, our poet has ended the stanzas, individual stanzas, with questions, questioning the activities of men, what men are doing to the earth, and are we aware of it? Are we knowingly doing the things which are harmful to the earth? So, as students, shall we move on to the fourth stanza and let us listen what poet is having a say on the issues till now she spoke about. There has to be something someone can do. I am reading the poem. There has to be something someone can do. Like raise the awareness to those around you. Raise the awareness to those around you. That if we don't heed the problem at hand, it's your life that's at stake. It's your life that's at stake. The destruction of man. The destruction of man. Okay, let us understand the stanza. There has to be something someone can do. In which regards is the author saying this? Regarding to the pollutions. The pollutions men are causing to the environment. The thing is, pollution men are causing to the environment. Pollution is not something he has come out of nowhere. Men are the reason behind it. We people, humans, are the reason behind it. So this we should not neglect. This point we should not neglect. So then, if men should not do the same mistakes again, what should we do? We should tell them, we should teach them, we should make them know what things they are doing. That is raising the awareness. Like raise the awareness to those around you. If you see, if you hear, if you use these senses to notice, to be aware of our environment, if you use these senses and have a question on that, have a awareness kind of view on that, then what you will do? You will stop anything that harms the environment. Anything that harms the environment. That is, that if you don't, that is the end of the second sentence. Moving to the second line, moving to the third line, that if we don't heed the problem at hand, it's your life that's at stake. That if we don't heed the problem at hand, it's your life that's at stake. The destruction of man. What is the meaning? We understood that is a problem. What is the problem? Lackingness. Lack means less. Lackingness in awareness that human are polluting the nature. That is lacking of that awareness is the problem here. Lacking of the awareness is the problem here. That if we don't heed the problem, I told the problem is lacking of awareness. If we don't heed, giving heed. Heed means paying attention. Paying attention. If you don't attend to that problem, it's your life. It's our life. Our life matters, right? We have to live long. We have to live a happy life. If we get poisoned by pesticide, insecticide, and if we die, is that okay? Totally not right. Totally not okay at all. So it's your life that's at stake. Stake means risk. See, I told in the second stanza we have discussed crude oil being dumped into the ocean, that is eaten by the fish. That fish, if we eat, what will happen? We are risking our health. We are risking by taking a poison. Am I right? So stake means risk. Heed means paying attention. Heed means paying attention. It's your life that's at stake means it's your life that's at risk. You know risk now? Risk means, I'll tell you a laughable example. Some children will be very curious. Very curious. What they do when they encounter stars, they will see handles nearby the stars. What they will do? They want to slide on the stars. So what they will do? They sit on the stars, they sit on the handle and they will slide through the handle. Even your friends might have done something like similar to that, right? If your friend, you might have heard that some friends have tried such acts like this. So there is a chance of falling down. There is chance of getting injured. That means they are risking, right? You understand the meaning of risk? There is a potential danger. That potential danger is called risk. The same meaning goes to the stake. It's your life that's at stake. If you don't take any action on that life, if that boy takes a risk and slide in that handle, he will fall. So he doesn't take such risk. Now what question we are in is already is risk. So we have to think of how to come out of the risk, not to travel in the risk. So what is the risk? Destruction of humanity or destruction of man. Destruction of man is nothing but destruction of humanity. Okay, this is the amazing poem. I hope you all enjoyed it. Okay children, we will meet in the next part. Thank you.